it's obvious y'all really aren't here to see me. You just want to meet everybody else. That is totally cool with me. I love it. That's great. This is what the whole point of this is, guys. The reason we started this over a year ago is because real estate investing has always been an isolated sport, if you will, an isolated business. Everyone kind of did it on their own. You didn't know that your neighbor was a millionaire through real estate, right? Because they didn't talk about it. So this is great, getting to talk to people, getting to do. All right, well, Dennis is here. Now we can get started. Now we're back. So, all right, I'm glad you guys got to network. Please, I hate to cut you short. You can do it after. We have this room all night. You can stay here till midnight if you want to and talk and chat and do whatever. So that's awesome. I hope you got a chance to talk to DJ in the back. So real quick, snap a picture of this if you haven't already. That's our upcoming events. You want to be here for those. Those are Tuesdays. Of course, this was a Thursday we had to do for scheduling, but let me get out of the way. So next will be October 22nd. Another great real estate investor, Think Like a Real Estate Investor. That's his book, bestseller. So he'll be up here from Florida. Y'all got that? All right, so I put this in here. How about them Gamecocks? And Brian left. Where did he go? Is he in the hallway? So if you guys don't know, of course, Brian's from Alabama, and he's a Bama fan. So when he comes up, you don't have to boo. Don't boo him. It's cool. We're okay with it, all right? Gamecocks, we got him a few years ago, and yeah, it was a long time ago. But hey, what do we say in Gamecock country? There's always next year. Wait, do we play y'all next year? I don't even know. Probably not, right? They're lucky. You're lucky we don't play you next year. But seriously, guys, I bring that up for a reason. How many people do you think watched that ball game? How many? A million? DJ, can I have a T-shirt right here? So we have a competing T-shirt game going on here. All right. Any other guesses for who? How many people watched that game? 3 million? 5 million? I really don't know how many people watched that game. I just wanted y'all to start throwing numbers. DJ, you can throw T-shirts around. So that's really not that important. But I would say, how many people do you think watched all the NCAA games in 2018? Come on, throw something. 20 million? 100 million. 100 million, we're getting closer. 200 million closer. Oh, too far. 250. Who got 250? I got T-shirts on 250. T-shirts on 250. All right, 250 million people watched NCAA football games last year, 2018, right? And so we'll call those fans or spectators, okay? Watch the games, right? I have a couple more trivia questions for you. This is a tough one. How many teams are in NCAA football? How many? 450, less than that. Less than that. 189. Less than 189. More than 100. Less than that. 120? Who said 120? 113 is the closest. 115. 115 right here. 115 teams, give or take a few. On those teams, there's 110 players, okay? So I'm just putting some numbers in your head because I want to paint a picture. So 110 players times 115 teams. Who's got it? No, don't worry about it. I'm not good at it. 12,650 players. Okay, 12,650 players and 250 spectators. Okay, TV viewers. It's a big difference, right? Big difference. All right. In this room, I have 3 more questions for 3 more T-shirts. These teams are represented by fans in this room, so it doesn't have to go too far. What team had the most fans show up throughout the year? In
Alabama.
Alabama. You're right here, right up front. 1.3 million fans showed up for the year of 2018. Michigan would have won, but Michigan didn't go into the playoffs. So Alabama trumped them. All right. Who has the longest streak of 71 straight sellout home games? No. It's it. No. It's the SEC school. Nope. Georgia. Boo, Georgia. I'm just kidding. Georgia. All right. And who ranks in the top 25 with 76,000 per game?
South Carolina.
There you go. I had to get them in there somehow. Gamecocks, right? We're out there. We're top 25. Give us a break, right? I mean, that's not too bad.
Still got the fans.
We still show up. So what I want to paint you guys a picture, right? So I'll go back to our big number. 12,650 players versus 250 million spectators. Is that a big difference? That's about 762 spectators to every player. I don't know if you guys know where I'm going with this, but I'm going to talk about a game today, but I'm not going to talk about being a spectator, okay? What I want to talk to you guys about is getting in the game, right? Getting in the game. What does that mean to you? Participate. Get meet people. Yeah, take action, right? So it's what it means to you that's important, but I'm going to tell you what it means to me and what it looks like outside looking in, okay? And I'll tell you all that you are here, you're in this room, so you're at least a spectator. So you're at least watching football. So congratulations. I'm proud of you all for being here. Go ahead, give yourself a round of applause. You're here, right? First step is paying attention. You're watching the game, right? Hopefully Carolina. But you're in here, you're a spectator. You're not sitting at home doing something else, watching The Bachelor on TV, okay? Which is totally silly compared to football. So you're here. You're a spectator. What's next? You guys have to know what the objective is in the game. Do you think those players go on the field without an idea what the objective is? Be a pretty weird game, wouldn't it? All right, who in here has ever watched rugby? Who in here actually understands rugby? Okay, so one or two guys actually understand it. I went and watched my nephew play rugby, and I have no idea what the objective was. I could guess, ball crossed the line, right? That's all I got. But I had no idea what the score was. I didn't know why they were kicking it sometimes and why they were running. I have no idea. It was a pretty awful experience watching that game, right? Because I didn't know what the objective of the game was. You all could be in the exact same situation right now if you don't know what your objective is in real estate, okay, or in life. So you need to know what your objective is and why you're in this room. We talked about that a little bit earlier, but you need to know what it looks like to you. Cash flow. You want to be a cash flow king? Our t-shirts are everywhere. Ought to be there by now. Are you just in this room to try to accumulate net worth? A little bit of extra equity through real estate? It can be done. Buying assets. You want to buy assets. You want to get a big pool of assets that pay you back. Build a legacy. Build a business that you can leave to your kids, to your family. Build a name. Build a brand. All that. Could be an objective. Ultimately, our objective is financial freedom. And that's why it has that exclamation point. We're doing this. We're in real estate. We buy cash flow rentals. We flip houses. We wholesale because we are trying to get it to a place that's financial freedom where we don't have to worry about going to work. We don't have to worry about actually swinging the sledgehammer. We don't have to worry about doing those things because the financial freedom is taking care of that. Okay? So that's where we are. I don't know what your objective is. If you haven't done a deal, your objective might just be to go look at a house. Your objective might just be to go make an offer, okay? So don't shortchange yourself in small objectives, but you need to have an objective, okay? And who are the spectators? What are you doing when you're watching the football game? Sitting on the couch. Yeah, just entertainment. Just watching for fun. I'm just here to have a good time. I like it because I can go tailgate, eat some bratwurst, drink a couple Michelob Ultra. You know, I had to get the fatty food and the light beer to make it work okay. So that's spectators, right? When you're, I know all the guys in here will at least be with me on this. They'll agree with me on this. When you're out there and you're watching the sport you used to play as a kid, like when I'm watching baseball, and I remember playing second base, and I see the second baseman miss a ball. I'm like, dude, I'd have had that every day. Every day I'd have had that ball. Except I didn't play college or, MLB, but, I know I would have had that ball. So we kind of put ourselves in their shoes, and we live through them. We like enjoying their time playing, right? We feel like we're that quarterback that's throwing the touchdown. And we get a little high from that. We live through them. But we didn't actually do it, did we? We didn't do anything. You could do the same thing with real estate. You can watch your friends. You can watch other people succeeding. And you kind of like are happy for them, but you didn't actually do anything. Is there any risk being a spectator? Is there any risk watching, sitting in the stands watching those Carolina Gamecocks play?
Painful.
Huh?
Painful.
That part's painful, yes, it is. Emotionally, you're at risk. How about your legs? Are you worried about your legs getting broke? Nobody. I don't think anybody's had a Marcus Lattimore injury from the stands. I don't think. There's not that much bodily risk, right? And what kind of reward are you getting? You getting paid to play for the Philadelphia Eagles? Yeah, we're not getting any rewards. Gamecocks are playing. None. But those players on the field, they might get something. So basically, as a spectator, you're not getting uncomfortable. You're just hanging out. You're actually probably more comfortable than anybody else. You're on your favorite seat in the couch, right, babe? That's my lucky seat. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You don't need a whole lot of discipline. Okay? Players might. But I'll go back to it. At least you are watching. At least you are involved. You're watching the game of real estate. You're looking at it. You're here, right? If you're the fans in the stands, at least you're supporting those players, right? But when is it time to lace them up? When is it time to get on the field? Now. Now might be a good time. Yeah. For Columbia, if you're in this market, now is a great time to get in the field, get in the game on the field. And look, if you are in this room, you've got connections. If you are trying to figure out what that first step is to get on the field, if you don't know where the turnstile to get down to the field is, come see me afterwards or shoot me a message. You got my info through Facebook. I'll give you my email address. We'll show you what the first step is, okay? If it's time for you to lace them up and get on the field, then we're going to show you exactly what that looks like. So the participants, the players, it's not a game anymore, is it, guys? Those guys on the field, Tom Brady, is that a game to him anymore? What is it? It's what? It's a business. It's a job. It's his life. It is what he does. Tom Brady is not Tom Brady. Tom Brady is Tom Brady, the quarterback of the New England Patriots, right? That's him. If you're a real estate investor, it can't be a game. It can't be just something you look at on Saturday and like, I'm going to drive around, check out houses today. I'm going to look at some open houses Sunday after church. No. You got to be a real estate investor. You got to be in the game, in the business. Now you got the risk. You could break your legs. Yes, this is true. You could break your legs. Hopefully not in real estate investing, but football, yes. But when you're in the game and you've got the risk out there, that's where all the reward comes from, guys. Who agrees with that? Can I get a yeah? Yeah. Can I get a big yeah? Yeah. That's where the reward comes from. Whatever that objective was, cash flow, wealth, legacy, whatever. Freedom. That's where it comes from, is getting in the game. You got to be active. You got to be moving. Okay? When you are in the game, you can't sit still. You guys ever seen the punter after he kicks the ball? Does he stand there in the middle of the field? Nope. Because he will get clobbered. Because that is the one thing that the defense is looking for, is somebody standing still, not paying attention. Because they are allowed to hit him as hard as they can, and it's called a block. So don't sit still. You got to be active. You got to be moving. You got to be coming to things like this. You got to be coming, talking to coaches, talking to your peers, agents, investors, whatever it is. You got to get uncomfortable and get disciplined. Those players are practicing 2-a-days. Those guys have been practicing for months. They practice every single day. If they're not practicing, they're in the weight room. Has anybody in here been to the weight room of real estate investing? YouTube University, that's what I call it. That's my weight room, right? I'm on there, I'm learning, I'm seeing what other people are doing, seeing what's working in different markets. Bigger Pockets is a great weight room for real estate investing. So you get out there, get disciplined, and get uncomfortable. You're going to have a lot longer Saturdays when you're in the game. When you're in the game, those guys that are on that field, those Gamecocks had a really long Saturday last Saturday. And what was that, Charleston Southern 2 weeks ago? They had a very long, like a super long Saturday when we beat them, right? They're just not out there having fun. They're in it. They're working, okay? So your Saturdays get a little bit longer when you're in the game. But the best part is that's why it's at the bottom. What are you doing with all those friends and family that are still spectators and maybe not even watching? You waving at them from the field, right? What is the best feeling when you guys were kids? You know, think about it. 8, 9, 10 years old, and you're out there on the baseball field, soccer field, whatever it was. What was the first thing you did? Look for your parents. And what'd you do? Hey! So I'm coaching Reynolds, T-ball, and soccer, and they'll get out there in the middle of the field, ball gets hit, and they're looking for mom and dad. Hey, where are you? We're like, no, ball's coming at your head. That's the best feeling, is being able to wave at everybody else. But guys, if you're in the game, if you're in the real estate game, if you're in here and investing, if you've come to us and you've taken that first step or you've taken that next step, and you're looking at all your friends and your family and you're waving and saying, hey, come with me, come on the field, and they don't want to come, you just wave. Say, I'm having a great time. I'm playing a really fun game. Remember that stat. It was 19,762 spectators of NCAA football to one player. Does that sound, that's a big difference. Does that sound a little bit like real estate investing? How many people in here try to tell your friends about it and they just don't get it? Can I get a yeah? Every time? Yeah. Mom just don't understand, right? Come on. That's exactly what it is. So you can wave at them. Wave at them from the stands or from the field in the stands. So this is what I'm going to leave you guys with. It's how will you get out? How will you get out of the bleachers? How are you as an individual going to get out of the bleachers and onto the field? You have to answer that question. I can't answer it for you, but I can tell you we're here to help you. And if you have a next step in mind, come to us and talk to us. If you don't have any clue, you can come to us and talk to us. But what we're here to do is to help you get out of the stands or quit watching Bachelor, at least watch football so you can be a spectator, and then get on the field. Can I get a yeah, yeah? Yeah. Who wants to play? Who wants to play in the cash flow game? If you did, I didn't hear anybody. I didn't hear anybody say they want to be in the cash flow game. That's what we got a T-shirt. Who wants to be in that cash flow game? All right. So cash flow game is the game that we like to play, right? This is not a game, it's a business. But we're going to move today. We're going to help you get a step further. We have an incredible, incredible speaker. Brian Tripp is here all the way from Birmingham. He's not going to talk about Alabama. We're done with the game references, I hope. We're done, okay? But Brian Tripp is going to tell you guys how you can get out of the bleachers and on the field with some proven methods, proven experience from him. And he might even show you how to do it with a little bit of money or no money at all. So who wants to hear about that? Yeah? I don't know. I didn't hear this corner of the room. Who wants to hear about that? All right. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up Brian Tripp from Birmingham, Alabama, and REI Live. Let's give him a big hand. Stand up. Give him a big round of applause.